Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, June 29th, 2024, and I am here at the Raritan River in search of some hard-fighting smallmouth bass. Water is pretty low and clear, and skies are overcast, so I think conditions are pretty good. And I'm going to start out by throwing something a little different. I've thrown weedless soft plastic flukes on this river before and done pretty well, but today I am doubling down. I am using a double fluke rig, and if you're unfamiliar with what that is, it's actually a simple rig. I'll walk you through it. So the first thing you do is on the first hook you just thread the line through the hook. You don't tie it on, and then at the tag end of the line you tie a little barrel swivel, and to the other end of the swivel you attach a leader. I'm not quite sure which leader is what would be considered an optimum length. I just went with one that's about 12 inches. And on the end of the leader, you tie yourself another fluke. Now I'm using the same size and color fluke on both of the hooks, but you could change it up by using different sizes, different colors on different hooks if you're not quite sure what the fish are going to be eating. And the advantages to this rig are twofold. First of all, well, now you got two lures, you got twice as many chances to hook up with a fish. You might even get a double, and how fun would it be to catch a double of river smallmouths? And the second advantage is it's got twice the weight of a normal fluke. So when you're fishing clear water like this, where you need to make long casts to avoid spooking fish, you can do that a lot better with double the weight than you can with the single fluke. So I'm going to see if those advantages stack up in my favor, and if I can't get some Raritan River bronze this afternoon. Well, I've already seen some carp up shallow, which is a good sign. I find that when the carp are shallow, the smallmouths are usually more active. If the carp are deep, you know, if they're belly on the bottom or if they're holding tight to cover, that's usually what the smallmouths are doing too. So hopefully the shallow carp means that it's a sign the smallmouths are in a chasing mood today. Oh boy, I do not like this wind kicking up like this. Not only does it make it difficult to fish weightless plastics, but that could mean we got a storm rolling in. And if that is the case, I'm gonna have to get my butt out of here real quick. On the other hand, if there is a storm rolling in, then that might result in a burst of feeding activity. So I might be able to hook up a couple times before it hits. Like that. All right, first fish of the day, little smallie. He hit the back fluke. There we go, fish on. Hard fighting smallmouth. Get you up here, buddy. All right, another one that hit the back fluke. A little bit bigger than that last one. Still waiting for that giant. I know he's in here. There we go. All right, buddy boy, get in here. Another little smallie. Easy, easy. There we go. Oh, I can feel the rain starting. I don't know if it's gonna get any worse. I don't mind the rain, I just don't want to see any lightning. That will end things in a hurry. Fish on. Wow. He really hammered it. Wait a minute. Do I have two? I might have two. I got two. I've got two on. Oh, I think one came off. Yeah, one came off, but there were definitely two on. Holy moly. Oh, there's one following him. That was wild. It's a shame I couldn't land both of them, but I definitely had two on. Look at that. That's not a bad one either. He's got it in there good. Alrighty. Might be pushing a pound. Okay. Well, there you go. There's one of the advantages of the double rig right there. Multiple hookups. There we go. Didn't even have to start reeling it before he hit it. Came right out from under that log. All right, well, I had to quick change the battery, but here he is. I'm glad he didn't flop off while I was doing that. Okay, so there's the fish. He's going back. Couple of interesting developments. Well, mainly one. The back hook broke off. I have no idea why. Maybe it was a bad knot. But I mean, I'd caught several fish on that back hook before. So I don't know why it would fail now when it wasn't even hooked on the back hook. Very strange. There's a fish. Now he's going crazy. All right, buddy, come on in here. Damn, these things are strong. Oh, come on up, come on up. Okay. All right. Nice fat little smallie. I'll take those all day. Fish on. It's a largie. Little guy, but fat. Look at that. I saw this little weedy back bay in here. I thought there might be some largies around. And there's at least one. He's a little football. I mean, he's small, so he's like a Nerf football, but still. All right, everybody, so I waded back up here to where I started, and the reason is I don't think I was able to cast far enough with that fluke rig, because as soon as I made it to that gravel bar down at the bend and I was able to wade out further and cast closer in towards shore, I was getting more bites. So I have a feeling that most of these fish are probably hanging out closer to the other side. So I needed to switch to something I could really bomb out there. So I got the whopper plopper tied on. I think with how aggressive some of these fish have been, they'll go for it. But only time will tell. In the end, the fish tell you what they want and what they don't want. There we go. That was a vicious hit. Did he come off or is he swimming right towards me? Oh, he's swimming right towards me. Not a bad fish. Don't want to mess with all those trebles, so he goes in the net. Nice. Not a bad looking fish. Okay. Not too bad. Boy, you hit it like a ton. That's what I love about the whopper plopper. For some reason, fish will just annihilate this bait. Makes them real angry. Ooh. That was a decent looking hit. I'm surprised he didn't hook up. Have to hurry up and get it back out there. Oh my gosh! That was a hell of a hit. No wonder, that's a hell of a fish. That's a big smallmouth. That's a real nice smallmouth, guys. Don't come off. Get in the net. Oh, jeez. Get in the net. Get in the net. Yes. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, guys. Look at that fish. That is a legit smallmouth right there. On the friggin' whopper plopper. Wow, she's a beaut. You know what? I want to bring her over to shore and I want to get a measurement. That is definitely worth a measurement. That is a big smallmouth. Okay. Let's get the hooks out of you. She was hooked pretty good. She wasn't getting away. All right. Wow, look at her. She's beautiful. All right. Lay her down. Don't kick, babe. This will all be over soon. Gee, don't. What did I just say? You just don't want to stay still, do you? All right. She's 19. She's like 19 and a half. Almost 20. That's a nice fish. All right, let's get her back in. All right, babe. Thanks for the thrill. Definitely taking her sweet time. I'll let her take as long as she needs. There she goes. Tried to give her a little belly rub. She didn't like that. Awesome. That was a very nice smallmouth. On the whopper plopper, no less. Well, after I got that nice hit back in this little pocket here, I must have made close to 10 more casts back in there, hoping to raise them again. And I don't know if it was the same fish, but it just goes to show you, they don't always hit on the first cast. Sometimes you gotta make multiple casts to the same spot to get bit. Oh shit. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Well, that went from near disaster to victory real quick. It's another solid smallmouth. Come on up here. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I didn't lose that in a tree and caught a fish instead. All right. Sweet. That was definitely an adventure, that cast. Ah, there we go. I don't think he's that big, but man, is he fighting like he is. Oh, I think I know why. Looks like I hooked him in the back. Yep, he is hooked in the back. All right, come on up here, buddy. Whoops. Those trebles will mess you up. Okay. Sorry about that, buddy. But you were the one who went after it, so am I really to blame? Well, I moved a little ways downstream and I wondered what I should start throwing here. Because I was getting more bites with the flukes, but I was definitely getting bigger fish with the whopper plopper. In the end, I decided I was gonna keep the whopper plopper tied on. I figure I've already caught plenty of cookie cutter smallies today. Let's see if we can't get a couple of kickers. There we go. Well, this one just kind of gave up, which is uncharacteristic for a smallmouth. All right, still getting action on the whopper plopper. No reason to switch yet. Oh, there we go. This one's a little bit more lively. And off he goes. Perfect release. All right, so I fished with the whopper plopper for almost another hour and had a few small fish slap at it, but the action on that seems to have dried up. So I switched back over to the double fluke rig. I'm gonna see if that elicits any more bites. I'm hoping I can catch one or two more fish before I gotta call it quits. It's getting a little bit late. I've already been here for about 6 hours, but the sun's not down yet, which means it is still fishing time. Fish on. Right off that log. Small fish. Oh, look at this. Green sunfish. Well, I said I wanted a few more fish. I didn't mean this. But, hey, catch is a catch. All right, everybody. I think that is going to do it for the afternoon / evening. Another really fun, productive day of fishing on the Raritan River. I don't know how many smallmouths I caught. It was probably up around a dozen. One of which was a certified lunker. So can't complain about that. And the action was pretty steady most of the time. But then towards the end of the day, the bite window just slammed shut. My bite window, however, is wide open because I am starving and I cannot wait to get home and get some dinner. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.